What can I expect from taking HMB? Well, I'll tell you what I expect from taking it in just a minute, but first I want to address the whole notion of expectations when it comes to taking supplements. We live in a drug and pharmaceutical culture, and we're kind of used to the actions of drugs being immediate and apparent. You have a headache, you take an aspirin, boom, it's gone in 20 minutes. You bang your knee, you take an Advil, pain is gone. Supplements don't work that way. And we do ourselves a huge disservice when we expect them to. See, supplements work much more like an antivirus software on your computer. You install the antivirus software, the computer doesn't start jumping up and flashing lights and suddenly start working at breakneck speed. What happens is you just don't get viruses. The computer just doesn't break down, it doesn't get sick. And it's similar with supplements. Their effect doesn't always show up immediately. Now, if you're measuring your blood, for example, give it a month or two. Now, sometimes you do see a dramatic change quickly, like in energy or in mood, but for the most part, you gotta look at supplements as part of the long game, as kind of a long-term insurance. So back to what I expect to get out of HMB. I expect my next DEXA scan, which is a state-of-the-art test that looks at body composition, tells you how much fat you have versus how much lean body mass, how much muscle, how much bone density. I expect my results on that test to improve over the next few years. Now, I'll tell you a personal story. I had my last DEXA scan in 2016, and I just had one last month. And there was good news and bad news. The good news was I lost 8 full pounds of body fat, and my body fat percentage went down by 1% over the last 7 years. That's excellent because normally it goes up. So if it just stays the same or goes down, that's really good. But the bad news is I lost almost 4 pounds of muscle. And that's what I expect to change. I'm going to make a lot of videos about exactly why muscle is so critically important to your overall health, particularly as you get older. But I'm 77 now. I want to feel as good as I do now. I want to do the things I do now, like play tennis 2 hours a day, lift kettlebells, go hiking in the woods. I want to do those things for decades. And I absolutely know that they do not happen without preserving or even adding to the muscle you already have. HMB is a potent weapon in the battle to keep your muscle. It works in a lot of really great ways, which I'll explain in other videos, but the important part to remember is that my HMB helps build and maintain muscle. And as Dr. Peter Attia says, muscle is the organ of longevity. And that's what I expect to get from supplementing daily with my HMB. I expect to measurably slow down inevitable muscle loss by adding to what I have and preserving what I got.